Yes, sir.
Manager, read from 221.
221. What is known as the differential rate of interest? The differential rate of interest scheme, also known as DIR, was launched to provide credit access to low income groups.
Actually, the rate of interest is only 4%. It's only 4%. It is actually given for very poor people like cobblers, rickshaw men, and all that. But nowadays, it is nothing much is being talked about it. I don't know why it is so. But I think even now, some banks may be giving this advance. Now, 222.
What is known as bridge financing? Bridge financing is a loan where the time and cash flow between a short-term loan and a long-term loan are filled up. 223. What is known as bailout? A government or organization receiving financial support while it faces a possible bankruptcy danger is referred to as receiving a bailout. 224. What are green bonds? Green bonds raise funds for a new and existing project which deliver environmental benefits and a more sustainable economy.
Please read,
225.
please read 224.
Green bonds raise funds for new and existing projects which deliver environmental benefits and a more sustainable economy.
Okay, continue.
225. What is known as the lock-in period? A guarantee is given by the lender that there will be no change in the quoted mortgage rates for a specified period of time, which is called lock-in period.
Okay.
226. Who are categorized as low-risk customers? Low-risk customer are defined as people and businesses apart from those with a high net worth, whose entities and funding sources can be easily tracked and whose account transaction mainly match the known profile. 227. Which is the oldest credit rating agency in India? India's Credit Rating Information Services Limited, CRISIL, is one of the India's oldest credit rating organization.
Credit
228.
rate, credit rating information services limited.
Limited.
Oh, okay, continue. 228.
228. Tell us about some of the criteria for setting up a small finance bank. Criteria for setting up a small finance banks. First, the minimum paid up capital for small finance bank shall be rupees 200 crore. Second, resident individuals, professionals, singles, or jointly having at least 10 years of experience in banking and finance at senior level, and companies, societies in the private sector that are owned and controlled by residents. Third, primary urban cooperative banks which are desirous of voluntary converting into small finance banks. 229. What are the roles of NPCI? First, owns and operates a unified payment interface. Second, provides safe and secure payment through UPI. Third, NPCI approves the participation of issuer banks, PSP banks, third-party applications provider, and prepaid payment instrument issuers in UPI. Fourth, NPCI includes transaction processing and settlement, dispute management and clearing cutoff for settlement. 230. What is the balance of trade? The balance of trade is the value difference over time between a nation's imports and exports of goods and services, typically expressed in the currency of the nation or economic union in question.
Continue.
231. What is meant by working capital? The difference between a company's current assets, including cash, accounts receivable, unpaid invoices from customers, and stocks of raw materials and completed goods, and its current obligation like accounts payable is known as working capital. 232. What is known as capital gain? A capital gain is the increase in a capital asset's value and is realized when the assets is sold. 233. What is known as hedging? Hedging is a risk management approach that involves acquiring an opposing position in a comparable asset to balance investment losses. 234. What is the purpose of routing number? A routing number is a number that can identify your bank based on the geographical location of the institution. 235. What is known as channel financing? Channel financing is a unique financial technique in which the bank satisfies the numerous fund requirements throughout your supply chain at the suppliers and allowing you to maintain a smooth business flow through the enterprise's arteries. 236. What is known as
No, please read again. I'm not able to follow. 235.
channel financing is a unique financial technique in which the bank satisfies the numerous fund requirements throughout your supply chain at the supplier's end, allowing you to maintain a smooth business flow through the enterprise's arteries.
236.
What is known as smart money? The capital that is under the management of institutional investors, market experts, central banks, funds, and other financial experts is known as smart money. 237. What is meant by appraisal? An appraisal is a professional estimate of the value of a piece of property, such as real estate, a business, a collectible, or an antique. 238. Define rationing. Rationing is the limiting of goods or services that are in high demand and short supply. 239. What are sovereign gold bonds? Sovereign gold bonds are government securities denominated in grams of gold. They are substitutes for holding physical gold. 240. What is margin requirement for loan? The margin requirement refers to the difference between the current value of the security offered for a loan called collateral and the value of the loan granted.
Very good. Thank you. Now I will ask our another friend to read